Hey y'all, I'm Ellen. I am the professional joy seeker. I'm also a psychic, a medium, a magazine editor. Let's see what else. Oh, and I'm selling a lot of decks. I've been went through 14 boxes today. Actually, 14 big boxes, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shoebox sizes. Crazy stuff, right? Where? Yeah, I just want to see all my chat. It wasn't letting me see my chat. Sorry, guys. So I went through all of them. I really pared down. So I've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I've got 12 boxes out of all that other stuff of decks I'm selling. I just listed, there's a link. Hey, Joe. I just listed a bunch of one box. It's cell box 10 because that happens to be the number of the box that I went through. I'm going through each box. I'm looking at the microphone like y'all can see me. Hey, Lynn. And there's a bunch I've got Baroque cats are in there. Here's one that's kind of cool. And it is the City Mystic Paris Tarot. And this is the deck. I have the deck and the book available. I also have the New York. I don't think I have a book with it. There may not have been a book with it. And it looks like there was also... Now, I think these are the only two that she put out. I'm not reading with that deck. It just happened to be sitting here. I also have the Holly Simple Tarot. I've got 2 copies with books. But take a look at what's listed now. None of those that I just mentioned are listed because they're in different boxes. And that's what I'm doing is I'm going through and each box gets tagged on my phone. I have a database on here called My Library that I use for my tarot decks. And so box 10 altogether is how I find all the decks that are in that box. Then I'm going to go through and mark in the next one. You're going to see cats, Bentley, and all the cats have been super clingy. Bentley has been exceptionally clingy, and so has Rico. So we've been gone for a couple of days, went on a cruise to Cozumel and back, just a really short one. I loved it. Loved it. My husband discovered that he is, in fact, a landlubber, not a sailor. Even snorkeling in the ocean made him queasy because of the bobbing. So no more cruising for him. I'll go again. Absolutely. I will go again if I get the chance. I adored it. Had a lot of fun. Snorkeling was great. My husband said, "You were like a mermaid. I would look up and you were gone." I said, "I kept trying to come back to you." He said, "I know you wouldn't, and you were gone." Because water's my element, always has been. I grew up in Louisiana, literally in a canoe as often as I could. We had a canoe that we kept down at the bayou, and it was a 17-foot aluminum delta, which it's an easy enough craft to handle by yourself if you're a good canoeer, and I am. So I would get in there and take a book, and I'd put a 6-pack of Coke. This is when I was drinking a lot of soda on a stringer, and pack some sandwiches and just go. But those of you that aren't familiar with a stringer is when you go fishing. A stringer is a rope with a needle kind of it's how you thread the fish you catch on and drag them in the water behind you so they don't die right away. Now that I think about it, it sounds horrific, right? Oh, this is great. I'm going to die, but for now I'm going to get dragged around behind a boat. But, I don't fish much anymore. I like to fish. I do. I love to eat fish. So, but the cruise was great. It was on the Carnival Valor, and it was part of a Mitchie Weed and Greet. Witchy Meet and Greet. We did one of these 2 years ago at a Renaissance festival down in Houston. And that was a blast. That was so much fun. And I got to see some of the same people and their husbands this time. So that was nice. Ravenflower and her husband Bear put this on. And they're amazing people. They really are. Bear is a pirate and kind of a Viking. He's more of a Viking. Yeah. But anyway, and he's this great big, larger than life human, right? He's got this beard that he has 2 braids and beads in it. Jack Sparrow has nothing on this man. And a real peg leg. I don't know if that's a plus or a minus. Well, for him, it's turned into a plus because he works it, right? He really puts himself out there and is very kind and caring. One of the nicest people I know. Noah went. Snow Orchid went. Sunshine and Tequila were there with their spouses. Sunshine, Tequila, Raven, and Snow. Yeah, that's it. There were 10 of us. We had a great time, y'all. Just I can't even begin to tell you how much fun it was. The food was pretty good. Sometimes it wasn't great, but it was good. They did a Harry Potter trivia, and of course we were all down there, right? I'm the only one that got one of the questions right. The question was, how many chapters are there in all 7 books? Anybody know? 199, I guessed, and got it right. So tonight, for those of you who are new, what I do tonight is I'm doing a reading geared towards the general populace. This is for everybody. I do an oracle card and then I do a 3-card tarot reading. I'm not doing free readings at this point. I'm a professional. I actually make my living doing this. So this is one of the ways I give back. I do these individual for my patrons on Patreon. And that's what I'll be doing after this, is going and doing all 12 signs. They each get an oracle card. They each get a 3-card reading. Today, we're going to be reading with the Mystical Wisdom for our oracle deck. It is a beautiful deck with artwork by Josephine Wall and writing by Gay Guthrie. We're going to be using the Victorian Fairy Tarot. And this is by Linnea Weatherstone. Art by Gary Lippincott, I believe. Yeah, Lippincott. And I really enjoy this deck. I think I have another copy of the Victorian Fairy that I'm selling. But like I said, we'll get to that later because, y'all, these boxes are full. And when I say boxes, this is what I'm talking about. These are legal boxes, right? So that's some of them. You can see over here that I'm just in a crazy way. This is in no way organized. I don't even have my bookshelves here yet. So everything's in boxes on the floor and piles. Oh, wait, that's how the other one was. And I did have bookshelves. Tonight we're going to ask the Divine Spark. And for me, the Divine Spark is that part of us that resonates out to the universe and back again. It is how I connect. So it's whatever works for you. Some people like to call that God, Goddess, Buddha, Muhammad, Christ. There's so many names for Divine Spark. So I like to just kind of go down to Divine Spark. Hey, woman, has that baby come yet? Oh, sorry, y'all. I've been gone, so I haven't been checking up on her. And she is, her turkey baster's about, timer's about to pop, I'm pretty sure. She's preggers. But what I am tomorrow, yay! No, one more day, because then it'll be a Pisces. You're going to be such a terrific mom. I know it's scary as shit, right? But you're going to hit this and hit it well. So let's go ahead and see what the Mystical Wisdom card gives us for our oracle for the week. Okay. And let's see what we get. When I do readings for my clients, which you can absolutely be one of, I do a certain way. I cut the cards. If you're not with me, I cut the cards as if I were you. And there's certain things that I do. So that's what y'all just saw me doing when I was looking down. Memories. Cherish memories of loved ones. Right? What a beautiful, beautiful card for this week. It's really awesome. What we have for this week is the ability to sit down and just put some memories down for ourselves. Let's take the Melissa, who is going to become a mom tomorrow. Memories of your own childhood, memories of any stories you've been given would be wonderful things to write down while you're, after you've had the baby and you have all that free time. But hey, Kay. Oh, and Kay's dad's birthday was today. So, yes. And happy birthday, Papa Duel. He's up there, y'all. Not on my roof, a little higher. But memories of cherished loved ones, write some things down. Commit it to paper. Type it on your computer. One of the worst things that happens in our lives is when people leave us or they pass away, whatever happens, we forget their stories because when they're alive, we're like, oh, yeah, I'll hear that one again next year at Christmas. And then we don't. So do yourself a favor and write them down now. And I think that our mantra will be, today I choose to cherish my memories. Today I choose to cherish my memories. Today I choose to cherish my memories. And really make that happen. Let's go over here to the Victorian Fairy Tarot. And when I say this is a charming deck, y'all, it is just adorable. All right. So we are going to be looking at, and did I put Greenwich Tarot up there? Oh my God, I'll bet I did. Yeah, Lynn, tape that and then transcribe it. Get it down where they can hand it down to their great grandkids. And it'll be really something cool that they can hear, the voices of their great aunt and great grandmother. Or I'm sorry, Lynn, it would be great mama. I don't know. You're British, right? Let's look at our 3 cards. I do 3 cards, and I pull the first card as the theme. It's the energy for the week. It's what we need to look at and see what's kind of coming our way. And then we look at the blessing and the challenge card. The beautiful thing about this is if you don't like the energy, you can turn up the challenge to challenge that energy, to hold it at bay. Okay? So, I'm going to cut these cards. And these are not reversible, but they have such a charming little back. Now, the theme for this week is the Night of Spring. Spring for me is air. The Night of Spring is ready. I mean, spring is absolutely what he's fixing to do on this hare. Now, this is a hare, not a rabbit. If anybody knows why this is a hare and not a rabbit, mention it in the chat room, or I'll tell y'all in a few minutes. He's looking forward. He's looking to see where he needs to go, where he needs to spring, where he needs to jump forward to, and spring ahead, fall back, the time change. So Lots of energy this week, lots of advancement, lots of opportunity to jump. Do not be afraid to leap forward. Do not be afraid to take advantage of this energy. It's an air energy, so it's also mental. It's how you mentally approach things. So be very open and very ready, okay? Here's the blessing card. Oh, he's not going to. The Herald of Spring. Well, the Herald of Spring is the page. He's the youthful energy, and he's a student. He loves, loves, loves to learn. It really engages him to work that mind. Here's the thing we don't think about. We always talk about, oh my God, I drank so much alcohol, I killed my brain cells. I smoked so much pot, I killed my brain cells. Well, yeah, but you know what? You can regenerate brain cells. Did you know that? True story. Look up Jim Kwik, Kwik, Mind Valley. An amazing man. And he talks about regenerating your brain, taking care of your brain, nurturing your brain and nourishing your brain. It's not a finite thing. If we only use 10% of our brain, then we've got plenty more to access and grow, right? So never tell yourself that you're too old to learn, or you're too stupid to learn, or you just can't learn. And I have a difficulty with directions and math. So I have to do things really differently. My directions have to be my way. People can waste their time telling me how to get somewhere, and I will let them. I understand that people need to do that, but then I go and do it my way. Because giving me directions does not work. Just ask Kay. I get things lost all the time. Y'all, I was on that boat, so lost all the time. Our challenge is... What? I know, I shuffled these cards. Our challenge is the spring. This is doing too much, thinking too much, stabby thoughts, trying to do it all, trying to be everything to everyone. You cannot do that, my darlings. You just can't. You may want to. You may think you have to, but in the long run, you cannot. If you've ever worked with somebody who is like me, and I'm very much 10 of Wands when I'm in a bad way, because I'm always trying to do too many things in my head at once. And I am not the most remembering gal in the world. Just saying. So don't challenge yourself by trying to think all the thoughts all at once. All right, slow down, take it simple. You've got the Knight and the Herald. So that's the Knight and the Page of Air of Swords. Good mental stuff, good movement, good learning possibilities. And the Ten of Swords shows up as the doing too much and, getting taken advantage of because you're trying to do so much. And people are going to come by and drop their work on your desk, go, hey, can you do this for me? Bye. And not even wait. Ooh, y'all, I don't know if you can see this or not, but I'm going to try. This is out my window, my office window. Can y'all see that moon? Wow. I'm trying not to make it go too fast because I know that's a little nauseous making. Sorry. Thanks for joining me. This has been the Tarotscopes for the week of the 18th through the 24th. And I hope you'll share this. And I hope you'll consider joining us over on Patreon, where we learn everything. Yep, the beautiful full moon. It's gorgeous. So, and also, please remember that if nobody else says it to you today, tomorrow, any of the days of the week, I love you. And I mean that, even if you and I have never met, never interacted, never had any kind of personal exchange. I love you. I think it's important that we tell that to each other. Seek joy, y'all. Pass it on. And please pass this video on. Bye.